Alright, welcome back to the channel. It is actually the next day after the last video I recorded. I managed to get the lights to work. Seemed to be anyway, an issue. The lights, the stereo lights, so now they turn red when I brake. Super cool, love it. Seemed to have been an issue with switch at the front, basically. That was what was causing the intermittent issue. It's all wired in now and it works really nicely, but today's video is fixing the carbs on my car. So when I was driving home from Players Classic the other day, what happened was I broke down. Well, I didn't break down. I was using about, no word of a lie, probably about 10 times more fuel than I should have done. And I was like, that's a bit weird. That's weird. But I thought it was related to the temperature gauge. Obviously it's not. Carbs don't do anything to the temperature gauge. I thought, well, you know, normal cars, when they read cold, they use more fuel. It doesn't work on a carbureted car. Anyway, it turns out the float had sunk, basically. So it had taken on too much fuel. So I got stuck by the side of the road and had to jerry-rig something back so I could get home, which meant I actually had to starve one cylinder, or two cylinders, which is not ideal, obviously. But we're going to fix that today because Jake the peasant, link to his channel down below, has sent me his old brass float. I have new ones on order, 2 plastic ones, because the new ones are just plastic, the replacements. But I don't know when they're going to arrive, and Jake was kind enough to send me his, both old ones, but one actually has fuel in it. So we're not going to use that one. I've got one good one, one bad one. He had one good one bad one. And together, they make a great pair. So we're going to do that. We're going to set the float height because I need to do that because I had to mess with that to get it to run. And then we're just going to start the car up and should work, basically. Bit of a quick video today. This is just tinkering. This is just one of those small little jobs that actually takes the car completely off the road, but yeah, it doesn't take very long to fix because it's quite simple. So I'm going to change the battery so I can still speak to you for a little while, and I'm going to go do that, but also teach you about it because some people might not know how these things work, and so that will be interesting for some people. Right, so let's do a little bit of an education, I guess. For those that don't know why you have these things, these floats, excuse me, for those that don't know why we have these floats, the reason why we have them is it's the only way to stop the flow of fuel, basically. So fuel lines, fuel filter comes up through to the mechanical fuel pump, which is actually spun on the upper cam. That obviously then that's what draws all of the fuel up from the tank. And then they go into these little pots. Now these are floats, or float bowls, should I say. And they have, in the top of them, they have a little valve. And in them, in these float bowls, clues in the name, lies the float. And that literally comes up and down, up and down, up and down. And as it comes up, it will hit. I say hit, it just gently comes up. And it will close the valve off. And that will stop the car getting fuel. It's just an open and shut thing. So they have to be set completely correctly. But obviously if they take on fuel, they sink, and then they don't shut fuel off. And what happens is it will come out the top of the float bowl. It will come out the top here, and that's what was happening. And that's why down here, now on my steering box, I've got lovely zinc-coated bolts that I didn't know I had before, because it was covered in oil, but now it's not, because obviously fuel got down there. It actually was really bad, because on these, of course, if you see what is immediately down below it, is a incredibly hot exhaust. So yeah, it was quite dangerous. It's not like an overstatement to say that's dangerous. Obviously it is. So Allen key, we're going to pop it open. We're going to put that one in it. Hopefully that won't sink. Yeah, I really hope it doesn't, because one's definitely got fuel in already. I hope that one's okay, and then we'll start the car up. Also, really quick, for those that want an update on the Corolla, the Corolla doesn't run at all. I cannot get ignition timing to work. It just won't run. I mean, it will run, but I cannot get the car any more retarded than 25 degrees. Now, it did run before. There's, strictly speaking, no reason why it shouldn't run now, but it doesn't run, and I've kind of had enough of it. I'm not going to get rid of the car. I know people always... That seems to be the go-to that everyone says, get rid of the car! No. I love that car. I'm not going to get rid of it. And because people always go, get rid of the car and invest in the Datsun. The Datsun's good. Like, the Datsun's great. It just needs a paint job and some minor little bits and pieces here and there. It doesn't need a lot of money. The Datsun's like solid, to be honest. So I'm going to keep the Corolla, but what I'm looking to do is put it on bike carburetors. Nuts. Going to look to put it on bike carbs because I think it's the electrics. I mean, it is ignition timing that is messing me up. So yeah, we're going to go bike carbs. There is a company that do them, Dan ST Engineering. And yeah, I think simpler is going to be better. I'm going to buy the bike carb kit, install them in another video, and then the carb will get shipped off to Dan ST Engineering to go on a rolling road and get the carbs jetted, and because I'm going to go Nodis, this little 3D mappable ECU for ignition basically. And there you go. There it is. So you can see it literally in there, so it floats, right? Literally comes up and down. You can see it's not quite coming up that quickly. That is because it is taking on fuel. So let's take this out. This is good though, because we'll be able to know pretty quickly. And you can hear it as well. So you should be able to hear that against the microphone. So not great, obviously. But let's put this one in, and hopefully this one won't sink, and we'll be all good. Let's see. I'm going to push it down. Nope, that's coming straight up. So that's good, right? That's great. We have fixed this. So yeah, so the Corolla will get sent off to this company. They will jet the carbs, tune the ignition, and it should all be good. So that's later down the line. So just as an FYI, this is the float valve. So as it comes up, obviously it hits this and closes. You can see how far I had to have it changed, right? That's like not ideal, obviously. So we've got to get a feeler gauge, reset this, put this all together, start the car up, and it should be good. So I shall come back in a second. All right, so we've set the float height, I think. I don't know, might be a bit rich, who knows. Let's get it started. The twin SU carbs don't ever run massively great in terms of fuel consumption anyway. From factory, the triple S, which is what this car is, or the engine anyway, always runs to just about 30 odd miles to the gallon, something like that, I think, if I remember rightly. So it's not exactly incredible, is it? But let's get it started up, and let's just monitor it and see, because I've not checked the float. I don't know whether this is, well, I checked it briefly, but I don't know if it's going to work, do I? So let's put you in here as well. Little CC's yeah, full on joining us as well, it seems. Bless her. Battery's dying. God damn it. Right, okay, hold on. Let's put a jump pack on and get back here. Right, jump pack is attached. Let's get it started now. Nice. Nice. Sounds good. Bit stinky. You coming out? What the? Dog wants to stay in there. Sounds good. Sounds very, very good. So before, it was just pissing out the top down here, and obviously going straight down onto the hot exhaust. This seems good. Yeah, this seems really good. I do have to, I'll get away from the car because it's loud. I do have to, in another video, and I might just do it off camera to be honest, I have to do the throttle cable because it started to fray on the throttle block that's on the pedal, and I don't really know why. I think it's, I don't know, it might be the angle that it's coming in, might have just got a dodgy one, but I've had to buy another one because it looks like it's going to fail. She's back. It looks like it's going to fail annoyingly, so I've had to buy another one, so I've got to fix that. If it's anything, if I start to look at it and it looks like it's something which is worth a video because of describing how and why it's happened, then yeah, I'll do a video on it. But good, cool, we've got the car up and running again. Let's leave it running. Oh no, let me show you the temperature gauge that decided to shit the bed. Nice. Nice. Cool. Let's take this battery pack off. Always have battery packs, guys. Let me show you the temperature gauge, because that is not fun. Maybe it'll work now, who knows. So basically, this is all making rattly noises. Basically what was happening was, as I was driving, the temperature gauge went up quite nicely, went to where it should do, like midway kind of ish to the upper portion of that, and then as I was driving it just randomly went all the way down, and I was like, right, okay, yeah, we've dumped coolant. And now when I then started the car again another time, as I was driving back from Players Classic, it was just at the very, very low end. But it's not, like, it's not cold. The car isn't cold, it gets hot. So I don't really know what's going on with that. It's just electrics. You know what it might be? It might even be related to why those lights at the back weren't working, the brake lights, because I traced the issue with the brake lights to the brake switch. It was up here. That was where the issues were. So it may be that this is all interconnected and there was some kind of issue going on. Maybe it'll work now that I've got the brake lights to work, who knows. But there we go. Another quick video, got the car sorted. I really need to fix this block. Yeah, I really need to fix the block. Anyway, there you go. I don't have much else to say really. It's just a really quick video. I looked at the comments on the headlight install video where I said, hey, you know, this is going to be a bit of a quick one. Do you want me to do, you know, shorter videos or longer ones? Because the long ones are really long. A lot of people really like the long videos. It may be something that we go back to, but I'm looking just to get ahead on doing some of these small little tasks. And they're worthwhile kind of doing in their own video. The carbs are anyway, because some people don't know how carbs work, and so it's worth explaining to people. But yeah, I'll get back to doing longer videos for sure. I mean, the Corolla is going to be a long ass video because I'm going to install carbs on it, so it's going to be a long video. But there you go. I've also settled on repainting this car a completely new colour as well. So spoiler alert, it's going to get a new colour. I love this colour, don't get me wrong, but if I'm going to repaint the car, which I am, I think it'd be worthwhile going a completely new colour. Something really cool, something really classy, that I think is classy anyway. And I'm getting a spray out of that soon, and then I'll have a look at it and decide. But yeah, there you go. Carbs fixed, the car runs, great, cool, video done. Just an interesting video, I guess, just to explain how carbs work and to fix the car and actually get it running again. Anyway, hopefully the next video will be a long one for you guys, because I know you like the longer videos. But cheers, thank you so much. If you haven't already, support this car build by buying a Dollars for Dimes t-shirt. It's my own design. There's a website where I sell, and I literally ship them, bag them myself. my own merch, Retro Classics, down below in the description box. Please do go and check it out. They're very reasonably priced for what they are. I spent ages designing them, getting the product just right. So go support the builds, because this stuff is expensive. Thank you, take care, bye-bye now.